Welcome everyone. Today is going to be the eighth and the last session of gvim. Just to conclude that today I'm going to cover the last important feature of gvim, which is recording mode, and I hope you will find this demo or uh, uh, the feature important, and you should also be using it in your work. Um, so let's start. Let's get started. I have a README file for recording mode, and I will just show you here what exactly it means, and we go from there. Okay, so so the recording mode is basically nothing but it's another mode of gvim, which is called recording mode, and the purpose of the recording mode is to record any action, any specific action you do in gvim. You record it and you then replay it, means you call those actions again to perform the same task again and again. That's called recording mode. So in order to achieve the recording mode, you have to press a Q. After, obviously, you have to be in the command mode first, then you press Q to start the recording mode. After you press Q, you basically assign a register so that the recording will get registered into that particular character. So let's say here this is an example of saying that you press A as a register name, but it can be any character A, B, C, D, E, or any number 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So you can use any character. Yeah, but don't try to use any meta characters like dot or I don't know, some other maybe dollar, but because those are reserved. So go with the normal, any normal character, and then you perform some actions on any line, and then that action, once the action is performed, you again press Q to stop the recording, and after this is done, you can access that action, whatever you did before, by using at and that same register name A. So if the register used as B, then you would use at B. Repeat the action, and at A would just do it one. So you access that action one time, and you again press at A to repeat the action, at A again to repeat the action. But let's say if you want to repeat action multiple times in one go, so you just say number and then at A, means if I say 3 at A, it would repeat the action 3 times. If you say 7 at A, it would repeat the action 7 times, and so on. So this is about recording mode. So I hope it gave you a little bit of background what it is, and with the demo, I'm pretty sure it will be more clear. Okay, so I have a text file. I'll open it now in gvim, and I will demo you few examples of recording mode, and then I hope you will get a better understanding or better idea about it. Okay, so here you can see I have three paragraphs, means I have three examples to cover, and I hope these examples will be handy and you can easily understand recording mode and you get hands-on with your own examples. Okay, so I'm using the recording mode in the first example where I would like to delete this dot at the very end in all the lines. Okay, so we have ways to do it, but I this is the recording mode to make you understand how you can achieve it. Okay, so let's say you are in, so obviously this is a, when I open this file, you are in already in a command mode, right? Okay, so let's say you are on the line number 1, anywhere. You can at the start, or here in the second character, third, doesn't matter. So what you have to do is, I will, so you remember what I have to do? First, I have to start the recording mode. Okay, assign a register name. Okay, 2, step 2. Step 3, perform the action, and then after performing the action, quit from recording mode, and that way you will store that action in that register name, in that character, and then we access it again. This is the purpose, right? So what my objective is in this example, the example number 1, I would delete this dot from end of the line, and then using this action or using the recording mode, I will delete the all the dots of every line which is at the end. This is the objective. Okay, so let's perform this action of recording mode. So I'm here in the first line. So I I will also tell you one more thing which you have to be carefully you have to attend or notice. So first you are on the first line, and obviously in the command mode I told earlier as well, I press first of I press a Q, okay, small q. So look, the recording mode has not yet started. It will start as soon as I also assign a register name. But you notice here there's a Q written, which means I have already pressed a Q, and you can also see this character Q is written here at the bottom. Okay, now I will press small a. Okay, small a. Now notice, as soon as I press small a, you can see at the bottom you can see a recording, and then you can see at a. So this is the access register A is being register A has been assigned. So at A would access that value later on. Okay, and now this recording has been started. So what I have to do? I have to, what is my end goal? I have to go at the end of the every line, right? Like for example, in line number one, I go at the end, delete this dot, and go through the next line. This is the action I want to do, because after this action I can repeat it. Means in the second line I will action will be repeated, go at the end of the line, delete this dot, go into the third line, and so on. So let's do it. So what I will do, uh, let's try to, I will just quit from this action, so recording, I will start again. So I will say QA. Okay, recording started. So now I will do shift dollar. Shift dollar will go, will allow me to go at the end. Shift dollar, you must have seen my previous videos. Shift dollar, you can go at the end of the line, which I have to do also, right? Or second thing also you can also do, you can press end key, END key. So it's up to you. Both are fine. So I will do shift dollar. Okay, I will go at the end. So I have to delete this dot now. So I will press X to delete this dot. Correct? This is it. And now we go to the next line. How do you go to the next line? You can simply use down arrow. So down arrow will allow you to go to the next line. And this is my action. And this action I have to record. So I will stop this recording by pressing Q for to stop the recording. Escape is something else, right? So I will press Q. Okay, done. So our recording has been now stopped, and the action which we performed, which means go at the end of the line, delete the last character which is dot, and again shift to the next line. This is our action. So this action has we can be now repeated using, I told you what, at A. Okay, so let's try at A and check. So I am in line number 2. I will do, I will say at. So you can see at the bottom, you can see at. Now I will press small a. What do you see? At A has deleted the dot and has shifted to the next line. This is the action. Let's try again at A. And this is also gone. And again do a at A, and the last dot has been gone. Simple, right? So this is how you can perform this one. So now I'll give you a second example. In the second example, uh, I would like to add a hash in the front of every line. This hash in the front of every line, here, 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 here. How can I do using recording mode? Okay, so it is quite similar. So what you have to do is, you are in the first line. It can be, you can be anywhere. You can be here, or you can be here, you can be here. It doesn't matter. So first of all, I will start my recording, but this time, just to show you some little bit variety, I will start the recording with this time with B. So I will say QB. So this time you can see at the bottom, I am recording in B. But you can also record in A also, but it will override the previous recording. Okay, that is also possible. So this time I'm recording with at B. Okay, so what is my requirement? I have to go at the very first of the line every time, right? So I will go at the very first of line by doing shift cap. Shift cap will allow me to go at the very beginning of the line, right? As you can see. Now I also have to add a hash. So in order to add a hash, I have to first go into the insert mode. So I will press I, Go into the insert mode. You can see insert and recording both are running. I press hash. Okay, this is I want. And then go to the next line by down arrow. That's it. Now, what I have to do, I have to first press escape to exit from the insert mode because that's requirement. Okay, and now I have to stop the recording. Recording will be stopped by Q. This is it. Okay, this is it. Now this action has been performed. Now I have to access this action again. So let's do it with at B. Look, at B has added the hash. Again do at B, and again at B. So you can see I have added the hash everywhere. Okay, let's go to the third example. In the third example, I have to, this one is also very important and very interesting one. In this third example, I have to add a new line after every line. Means I have to add a new line after this line, new line after this line, new line after this line, new line after this line. How can I do? Okay, so I will do um, a Q, let's say C, and then O, and then go to the next line also, like this. And then I press Q, so first escape and then Q. Okay, this is it. So let's hope our at C can access it. So let's try at C. Wow, nice. At C. And you can see, and last for last also, at C. You can see I have added a new line after every line, right? I'll give you one more example. So I will simply make it like this, and this time I can still access at C, okay? Because the recording can again be accessed, right? So let's try at, if I do at C again, at C, it is working, right? As you can see, it can work everywhere, okay? Means at C can also work anywhere. I can do at C here also. At C, you can see it is working everywhere, okay? So my objective is different. I want to run at C but four times at one in one go. So I can do four. You can see four here, and then at, you can see at, and then C. What do you see? It has run at C four times. So you have added a new line in one go after four lines in each line four times. So this was recording mode of gvim, and I have given you plenty of good examples of recording mode just to give you a fair idea how easily you can use recording mode. And I hope you found this video very useful. I would really appreciate. Thanks for watching this. I hope we meet again in another technical videos. Bye.